Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. Just got done verticutting the bluegrass. You can go back and check out that video for those details. Right now, I'm gonna take my Stinger GT30. I'm gonna core aerate it, springtime, core aeration. Good, bad, yes, no. Well, here's my take on it. I think it depends on the condition of the yard, okay? If you have super hard compacted ground and it stays like that a lot of the times, then obviously core aeration is going to help you. If you have a good uniform stand of turf and you have little to no weed issues, I think it could be a good thing. If you historically deal with things like poa annua that are showing their face right now in the spring, if you have had issues with crabgrass in the past, I don't think it's a good idea, because you can pick up the weed on your plugger, the tines, and you can distribute it across the yard even more. So I don't really think it's a good idea to do that. But in this case, this is my GCI Turf Blue Heat, Kentucky Bluegrass. I've had zero issues with crabgrass, none whatsoever. That's because I do apply my pre-emergence and all that, and we'll talk about that in a second. I did have a little bit of a problem with poa annua year one, meaning the initial renovation smoke off was done in the fall, and then the following spring, fall, winter, spring, that following spring, I had a pretty good chunk of poa annua out here, but I managed that in a different way by plugging and transplanting and things like that and manually picking it out. Yes, I've got some velocity herbicide on hand. I'll be doing a video on that, test it out and let you know what I think about it. Then year two, I had considerably less poa annua, like 75% less. I repeated that process, bagging my clippings. The cultural way of controlling poa is collecting those seed heads, right? And I did that for 2 springs in a row. And now I'm going into the 3rd, maybe 4th spring. I don't have any poa. It's gone. I did one little test on a concoction herbicide I mixed and really didn't get any good results out of that. So basically I controlled it culturally. I said all that to make a point that if you deal with that, core aeration in spring is probably not good for you. This bluegrass tends to need more water, especially here in North Carolina where I live. And I'm just trying to prepare the turf for the summer by opening up the ground, letting oxygen, water get down in there, so it can penetrate and hopefully make for a stronger, healthier turf going into the summer. That was one of the reasons I just got done verticutting it. I'm trying to prep the ground for the summertime because I know summer's coming. I know it's gonna get hot, and the potential it might get dry is probably good. So on the pre-emergent, I've already done my round 1 application. I've got round 2 coming up. I'll do that after all this work is done. Did I disturb or break or destroy the barrier that's already down? I don't know. I can't look and see the barrier. I don't know. I have no idea. I do know when I verticutted, I didn't cut into the actual soil itself, so chances are it's not. When I core aerate, I'm not plugging, I'm plugging the whole yard, but I'm not plugging every single square inch of the yard. So the tines have spacing in between them, so everything in between that spacing isn't going to be disturbed at all. It's only where the holes are. Is that going to cause me a horrendous weed problem throughout the year? I highly doubt it, because that goes back to I've got my weeds in check. I've got my crabgrass in check. I've got my poa in check. I've got everything in check out here. I'm just trying to make the turf healthier. I don't think there's no danger in me doing this, because I'm just dealing with turf grass out here, and it's a really nice turf grass, and I want to make it nicer. So that's why we're doing this. Most of you know I've got irrigation back here. If you don't see the flags, I'm not going to take the time to flag the heads, because I know where every single one of them are. If you're confident like that, you can do it like that, have at it. If you're not, you might want to be safe, and stick a little flag beside your irrigation head. Still got to get my compost top dressing out before it gets dark, so let's get to it. Definitely the fastest thing I've done all day. Check you later.